everybody, I am Manasa. Let's continue with our topic, the fundamental unit of life. So, previous session alli ನಾವು nucleus, cytoplasm, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತ್ವಿ. We have some more cell organelles to learn. So, the first one is lysosomes. Lysosomes are small spherical single membrane sac and it is found throughout the cytoplasm. It is filled with hydrolytic enzymes or few digestive enzymes, and they occur in most animal cells and in a few type of plant cells. So actually these are a kind of waste disposal system of the cell, like they help to keep the cell clean. Like if any foreign particles, like ಇವಾಗ foreign particles ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ or any other damaged cell organelles or old cell organelles, they end up in lysosomes. So these lysosomes, they break them into small pieces. And how can they break it? So usually these lysosomes have very powerful digestive enzymes. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು hydrolytic enzymes ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿಬೋದು. These enzymes break these things apart, like into very small pieces. All the organic material, like take foreign particles or old damaged organs of the cell or anything, to help keep the cell clean. And usually during any disturbance in the metabolism of the cell, for example, if cell gets damaged, lysosomes may burst and the enzymes digest their own cell. Like suppose if the whole cell, like one whole cell is damaged, so one whole cell damage ಆದಾಗ ಈ lysosomes completely burst ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಸೆಲ್ನೇ ಇದು ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ suicidal bags of cell. So these are the things which help. Even if the damaged cell is there, it is going to digest it. So if this bursts, the whole cell suicides. So this is why it is called the suicidal bags of cell. Then lysosomes are membrane bound sacs and they are filled with digestive enzymes that we already discussed. How do these enzymes come into the lysosomes? So these enzymes are made by rough endoplasmic reticulum. So basically lysosomes functions ಏನಂದರೆ they help in digesting of large molecules. They protect the cell by destroying foreign invaders like bacteria and virus. Degradation of worn out organelles in dead cells perform autolysis. Autolysis ಅಂದರೆ self suicide of the cell is called autolysis. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅದೇ suicide ಮಾಡೋ ಥರ cell. And so yeah, this function is to protect the cell, keep the cell clean. That's all. Then coming to mitochondria. What are mitochondria? Small rod-shaped organelles bound by two membranes, that is inner and outer membrane. So usually it is a double membrane organ. It has inner membrane and outer membrane. Outer membrane is smooth and it encloses the contents of mitochondria. If you can see in the picture, the outside membrane is smooth and it holds the contents of mitochondria. But inner membrane ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಇದೆ, like inward projections, that is called cristae. The inner membrane is folded like inward projections. So ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು cristae ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And inner cavity is filled with matrix. So ಆ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So which contains many enzymes. Do you get it? And these mitochondria are known as the powerhouses of the cell. And the energy is required for various chemical activities in the cell because they perform so many functions like all the cell organelles. So the energy is released by mitochondria. The energy is in the form of ATP. ATP andre adenosine triphosphate. So ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell because that is how they get energy. Like how we have money and we buy food and we eat. So like that, ATP is the thing which gives energy to the cell organelles, to the other cell organelles to perform the functions. And the body uses like this energy stored in the form of ATP for making new chemical compounds for mechanical work. So, this ATP na use madkondo, it will produce many new chemical compounds. And usually these ATPs are very much required, like that is the only energy which is being produced. That is why this is called the powerhouse of the cell. And if you observe this cristae, they have lot of folds. So, idu one large surface area, chemical reactions agake. And these mitochondria are very strange organelles in the sense that they have their own DNA and ribosomes. And mitochondria are able to make some of their own proteins. And really, this mitochondria, they have their own DNA and different ribosomes. There are ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ, there are so many types of ribosomes. So mitochondria has its own type of ribosomes, and mitochondria's functions is it also produces energy and proteins, and they synthesize. So to say overall, it is the powerhouse of the cell. It synthesizes energy rich compound as ATP, and these ATP molecules provide energy for the vital activities of living cells. Vital activities meaning the important activities. So this is about mitochondria. Then coming to plastids. So what are plastids? Plastids are double membrane bound organelles found inside plants and some algae. Now last session nalli nodidvi, in plant cells we have plastids, but in animal cells we don't have plastids. So these plastids are double membrane and they are present only in plant cells and in few algae, and they are responsible for activities related to making and storing food. So and then they often contain different type of pigments. They can change the color of the cell. So usually these plastids are of many types and they have different function, and they also give color, like pigments and a color to the cell. So plastids ನೀವು observe ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it's of three types, that is chromoplasts, chloroplasts and leucoplasts. And leucoplasts are of three types, that is elaioplasts, amyloplasts and proteoplasts. This leucoplast differentiation classification is not necessary. So mainly remember this, that plastids are of three types: chromoplast, chloroplast and leucoplast. So if we see chromoplasts are plastids that produce and store pigments, and they are responsible for different colors found in leaves, fruits, flowers and vegetables. So ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಕಲರ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆರೆಂಜ್, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಇಸ್ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ, ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊ ಇಸ್ ರೆಡ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಇನ್ ಕಲರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಲರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, and then coming to leucoplasts, these are white or colorless plastids. So they store food. Actually main function is they store food, They are found in storage organs such as fruits, tubers and seeds. So potato tubers alli they store starch, maize alli they store proteins, castor seeds alli they store oil. Then coming to chloroplast, this is important. They contain a pigment chlorophyll. That's why they are called as chloroplasts. And these are double membrane bound organelles. They are found mainly in plant cells and usually spherical or discoid in shape. And two distinct regions, grana and stroma, idralli. That is, if you observe, there are stack like thing. So they are called as, the small round thing is called thylakoid. That stack is called grana. Okay. Usually these chloroplasts also contain various yellow or orange pigments in addition to chlorophyll. And usually this internal organization of the plastids consists of numerous membrane layers embedded in a material called the stroma. So this whole thing, if you see, membrane layers inside the internal organization is called the stroma. So a ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ that numerous membrane layers ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಮಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟು ಮೈಟೋಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ. ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಡಬಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮೈಟೋಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ ಥರ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ DNA and ribosomes. I am telling you a little extra information about this. These stacks ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಥೈಲಕಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಥೈಲಕಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಥರ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗ್ರಾನಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಮಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಮಾ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಲರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್. And then coming to the functions, what does chloroplast do? It converts light energy into chemical energy in the form of food. So ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಲಿತೇ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ in your previous classes. What is necessary for the plants to make food? Chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is present inside these chloroplasts. So these provide green color to the leaves, stems and vegetables. So if you observe, leaves are green due to chloroplasts. Okay. So coming to the next thing, vacuoles. Vacuoles are single membrane sac filled with liquid or sap. Sap andre water, sugar and ions. So these are usually storage sacs for solid or liquid contents. Usually idu store ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. This function is to store, that's all. And these are very small sized in animal cells. ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದು ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈಸ್ 50-90% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ vacuoles are full of cell sap and they provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell as it's large and they contain full of sap. Sap and water, sugar and ions. So this helps or this provides turgidity and rigidity to the cell. Then many substances of importance in life of the plant cell are stored in vacuoles. So many substances are stored in the vacuoles. And ಈ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್, ಶುಗರ್ಸ್, ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇದು ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೂ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಫುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ many which are very important substances and even in the plant. And these are in the eukaryotic cells. Now suppose prokaryotic cell, suppose amoeba alli togondre food vacuole anta irutte. So adu food item store ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ which amoeba has consumed. We already discussed through endocytosis amoeba takes food. So through this process it has a food vacuole. So there is the place where it contains the food items, it stores. Okay, and in some unicellular organisms there are specialized vacuoles which also play important roles in expelling excess water and some waste. So few prokaryotic organisms alli it also has two other functions. Suppose ಜಾಸ್ತಿ water idre it is going to expel andre throw it out. Okay, and some waste from the cell. So it is going to remove excess water and waste from the cell. And coming to the functions, let's see again. It stores various substances including waste products. Okay, and it maintains the osmotic pressure of the cell, stores food particles in amoeba cells, and provides turgidity and rigidity to plant cells. Rigidity in plant cells yakandre vacuoles are big, so that is why it provides rigidity to the plant cells. And these vacuoles may be contractile or non-contractile. So main function is storage. So vacuoles main function is storage. And ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ the membrane of vacuole is called tonoplast. Okay, so ಇವಾಗ cellಗೆ membrane is cell membrane. Then coming to nuclear membrane is nuclear membrane. And then coming to the vacuole membrane is called tonoplast. Okay, then let's see what is centrosome. Centrosome is the membrane bound organelle. It is present near the nucleus. It consists of two structures called centrioles, and centrioles are hollow cylindrical structures made up of microtubules, and they are arranged at right angles to each other. So centrioles it is present near the nucleus, and usually other two structures, they are hollow and cylindrical if you observe in the picture, and it is arranged in right angles. And coming to the functions, they form spindle fibers which help in the movement of chromosome during cell division, and they help in the formation of cilia and flagella. Cilia and flagella are the structures that help the cell to move, so they help in formation of the movement, the organs which are helpful for the movement. Okay, so these are the cell organelles. Then let's see the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Nucleus is undeveloped in prokaryotic cell, and nucleus is well developed in eukaryotic cell. Only one chromosome is present in prokaryotic cell. What do we call that? It is present in the form of chromatin only. Okay, and eukaryotic cell, it's more than one chromosomes, as we saw that chromatin fibers then are converted into chromosomes. Then membrane bound organelles are absent. In eukaryotic cell, membrane bound organelles are present. And examples, okay, size ranges from 0.5 to 5 micrometer, and here the other size ranges from 5 to 100 micrometers. And you can also say that examples, you can give any examples. Coming to prokaryotic cell, bacteria and blue green algae are common examples, but ನೀವು single celled organisms like euglena, spirogyra ಏನಾದರೂ ಬರಿಬೋದು. Then coming to eukaryotic cell, all other organisms ಅಂದರೆ any multicellular organism you can write. Coming to lion, tiger, human being, or any multicellular organism you can write. So coming to animal cell and plant cell differences, animal cell is generally small in size, plant cell is generally large in size, and cell wall is absent in animal cell. In plant cell, cell wall is present. Plastids are absent in animal cell, whereas plastids are present in plant cell. Even we saw that it's of three types, that is chromoplast, leucoplast and chloroplast. Vacuoles are smaller in size and less in number in animal cell. Vacuoles are larger in size and more in number in plant cell. Centrioles are present in animal cell and plant cell centrioles are absent. So this is about the chapter. So this is a small cartoon kind of thing which is explains easily. So nucleus is a thing which says everyone do what I say, because it is the like head of the cell types. So like the principle of the cell, every cell organelle or the cell has to function according to nucleus orders. So mitochondria says haha no, and coming to endoplasmic reticulum, it says you guys be quiet, I have so much work to do, because endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes protein, so it has so much work to do. Then coming to ribosomes, it says we because it's free. And coming to Golgi apparatus, it says I need a break because it does lot of work like packaging, modifying and delivering it to wherever necessary. And coming to vacuole, it says I feel quite fulfilled because it is what stores the food and whatever is necessary. And coming to lysosome, it says everything I touch I destroy because it is the suicidal bag of the cell, so it digests everything. So hope everything is clear in this chapter. And usually each cell, it has its own structure and ability to function based on its membrane and organelles in specific ways. So organelles and the membranes which are present is what defines the structure and function of the cell. It is the basic structural organization, and this helps cell usually performs functions like respiration, nutrition, clearing of waste material, forming new proteins. So it has so many functions to do. So that is why we call the cell as the fundamental structural unit of living organisms. So hope this chapter is clear. Thank you.